Good morning, saints, and Happy New Year. The verse for today is taken from Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. The Israelites were disobedient to God's commandments. They completely turned away from God, and despite being warned by the prophet Jeremiah, they continued to engage in idolatry and other evil acts. And so as a consequence of their disobedience, they were exiled. Nevertheless, because God is so compassionate, loving, kind, merciful, and faithful, and because He is a God that keeps His promises, He said to the Israelites, after 70 years of punishment, I will restore you. And not only will He restore them, but He would give them a wonderful future, a prosperous future, one where they are shielded, protected, and they are successful in all that they do. Now, God had a covenant with the Israelites, but I still believe that these words apply to you and me as sons and daughters of God. And what stood out to me in today's verse is that despite their wrongdoing, despite all that they did in their past, and despite them not honoring their part of the covenant, God still honored His part. And this really resonated in me because I have been guilty of turning my back on God. I have been disobedient. I have made plans for my life without consulting God, and then I asked Him to bless it. I have had to deal with the painful consequences of my poor choices because I thought I knew what was best for me. But I know that when God created me, He had a purpose in mind, and He had a beautiful plan for my life. So despite my past poor choices, I know that if I repent and I go to God, He is able to put me back on the right path. And I want to share this message with you. It doesn't matter what you've done in 2023, 2022, 2021, your whole life. You can make the decision right now, right in this moment, to surrender your heart to God. And know that even before you were in your mother's womb, He had a plan for you. And your life has purpose. And His plans for you are extraordinary. He wants to prosper you. But all you have to do is surrender and trust Him with all your heart. So, I know we all have goals for 2024, but I challenge you to take your plans to God and sincerely say to God, God, these are my plans. This is what I desire. But I know that your plans for me are better than any plan that I can have for myself. So if this is not your will, I don't want it. I want whatever you want for me. Your way is better than my way. I choose to follow you and to follow your plans. So I wish you an amazing 2024, and I pray God's blessings upon you and your family. Trust God, commit your plans to Him, and you will never fail, because your plans will always turn out to be a mess. But with God's plans, you are bound to be a success. Take care. God bless you.